from my daughter's voice on the phone, and immediately, something felt terribly wrong. I got out of the car, desperately asking strangers for help, but no one responded to my cries. All I could do was painfully listen to my daughter's pleas for help on the other end of the line.
Julie! Julie!
After her final scream, her voice vanished from the phone. I held the phone close, listening carefully, but all I heard was a man's heavy breathing. I wanted to know who he was, but the call ended abruptly. That's when I realized how terrifying things had become. I immediately hailed a cab and rushed home, but by the time I got there, it was too late. The police had already cordoned off the area. I tried to rush inside, but they stopped me with all their might.
You don't want to go in there.
Julie!
Ma'am, I'm sorry. We can't let you go in the house now.
Is she alright, Julie?
They told me that my daughter's body was inside the house, and the scene was too gruesome for me to see. In the days that followed, I couldn't sleep. My heart ached with the constant longing for my daughter. I even left the pillow she slept on unwashed because it still carried her scent. I became paranoid. Every time I saw a man on the street, I couldn't help but suspect he was the one who killed my daughter. The police were taking the case seriously and quickly arrested the suspect based on some clues. But when we went to court, I sensed something wasn't right. The moment the killer saw me, he acted completely indifferent and even mocked me openly. Sure enough, without solid evidence, the killer was acquitted.
Motion granted. Case dismissed.
Then, he became even more arrogant, even taunting my husband and me.
Sorry.
Go.
My husband couldn't take it anymore and lunged at the killer. But it was in the courtroom, and he was fined $5,000 for disturbing the peace. I couldn't accept this outcome. I decided I would take matters into my own hands and get justice for my daughter. The next day, I found the killer's address and workplace. I spent the whole day outside the supermarket where he worked, secretly following his movements, waiting for an opportunity to get my revenge. That's when I noticed something strange. Around noon, the killer delivered goods to a woman with beautiful curly hair. After he made the delivery, he stood outside, staring at her through the window while casually urinating. This man was a total creep. I rushed to the police station and told the chief everything, but he brushed it off as no big deal. He even advised me to stay away from the killer.
Got to do
Please,
something!
just stay the hell away from Robert Doob.
With no other choice, I went to warn the curly-haired woman, and I didn't want to see another woman die like my daughter. But she didn't seem to care and didn't even let me inside. So, I kept following the killer. The next day, he delivered more goods to the woman's house again. This time, she let him inside because the delivery was bigger. As soon as he entered, the killer locked the door behind him. He grabbed the woman by the neck and knocked her out. And just like that, she was dead. Since I had been following him, I went to the police station to give my statement, hoping this time they would finally arrest him. But the chief said,
We're holding him for 48 hours. Then I'm gonna have to let him go.
Why?
I've got zero, that's why. I don't have the case.
He killed 2 people. You know that and I know that.
But I can't prove it.
What do you mean you can't
And I
prove
can't
it?
hold him. He'll sue the city and end up with his own goddamn talk show.
What are you saying to me?
Like it or not, he's got rights.
What about my daughter's rights? What about that other woman's rights? They've got no rights?
You're yelling at the wrong man, Mrs. McCann.
I told you this was gonna happen. I warned you. I was a witness. I saw him.
You saw him 3 weeks ago. It's circumstantial.
Fingerprints.
Oh, we've got tons of fingerprints all over the house. We've got his hair. We've got carpet fibers. But he delivered their groceries. His prints belong in the house. Everything I have on him is worthless.
I finally understood. Relying on the police wasn't going to help. The killer was still walking free. Because he was an expert, he knew how to cover his tracks and leave no evidence. As a mother, how could I bear my daughter enduring such humiliation? I decided to take revenge on my own. I signed up for a training camp, practicing hand-to-hand combat in the mornings and shooting in the afternoons. One day, I noticed someone following me. I quickly hid behind a column and, when he wasn't looking, I punched him to the ground. It turned out I had overreacted. He was just there to pick up his car. But it made me realize that I had become strong enough. The moment for revenge had finally arrived. That evening, I snuck into the office and stole all the important files. The next day, my husband and I had planned a family vacation with our younger daughter. But today, I was going to get my revenge. Sure enough, right before we were about to leave, I got a call from the office saying the files were missing and I needed to come back to work. I cleverly set my husband off with our daughter and began my plan. I quietly broke into the killer's home, ransacked his place, and deliberately left my hat behind. When he came back and saw it, he went ballistic, recognizing it as mine. That night, he showed up at my house. I pretended to be taking a shower, waiting for him. He broke the window to get inside and followed the sound of the shower upstairs. When he opened the shower curtain, he found it empty. He quickly realized he had fallen into my trap. As he turned around, I was already pointing a gun at him, but I didn't fire immediately. I purposely showed a weakness, leaving an opening. Sure enough, he lunged at me. I shot, but I missed, and the gun fell downstairs. He grabbed my throat. I punched him hard in the eye, scrambling to crawl downstairs. He laughed, thinking the chase was more exciting. I grabbed the gun and started firing wildly at him. Even when he collapsed on top of me after being hit, I didn't move away. I allowed him to fall on me, pretending to be helpless, to make my position look more vulnerable. The sound of gunfire drew the police. After investigating the scene, they concluded that I was acting in self-defense. In the end, I got my revenge for my daughter, and the killer received the justice he deserved.